welcome back to another episode 11. After our last, are you good? Is that your 11? Since you don't have 11 fingers, that's your way of showing 11.
11.
Okay. Nice.
My foot counts as 1.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It makes sense. It adds up if you think about it.
Rather, if you don't think about it.
If you don't.
Yeah, if you don't think about it,
Quit
it makes
thinking.
sense. Stop it.
I can't think.
Don't think. We don't allow that on this
No.
podcast.
Clearly. We've made that very evident.
Very, very
There's
evident.
no thought process going behind here. It just kind of happens. But today's episode is more intellectual.
Yeah, I guess.
Apparently. So
But-
we just are going through everything we have. But first, I have a gift for you.
What? This is new. Holy shit!
I
I'm
want to make it clear, I did not make it. My friend did.
Oh.
But she gave it on her own volition. She's like, hey, yeah, do you want me to make this for you and her? I was like, okay. So just completely on her own. Yeah.
Wow! What does it say?
Close up.
Oh my god! It has TPR ear! Oh, this is so cute!
And then that's the one.
Oh my god!
Show the people. Or
Oh,
just edit it.
I'll take a picture.
You thought about it.
This is so cute.
Nothing's happening.
This is so cute! Oh my god, I love it. It's adorable.
I
I haven't seen people meet him because after the concert, when they get on their bus, he likes to go and meet fans. And I was like, what if I do that? No.
I'll have to be standing right behind you to catch you.
I was like, maybe I should bring my 2 albums and hopefully he signs them.
You can bring one just in case.
Just in case. I'll bring my favorite one.
Okay,
I
there you
do
go.
too.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Shaking the whole time.
I'll be like this.
I have to take it from your hand. Be
I'm like, bro, please.
Wait, you understand? Here's a pen.
Bro,
Like,
please just look. Just.
yeah, just. He's gonna think you hate him or something, and
You're
then
gonna
you're
think
doing
I'm gonna
it for
sell it.
yeah, or that you're doing it for somebody else against your will.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, "No, you need to. You need to do this for me."
Yeah, but what he doesn't realize is I'm the one.
Yeah,
I'm the fan. I'm just like,
he can't even sign it because you're shaking too much.
no, I'm like,
You get back the signatures like everywhere.
the thing is, I've seen the videos and he's like, oh, hello, darling. Oh my, oh,
You're
great,
like, just let me become a
Great
puddle.
gravy.
great gravy.
Yeah, what? You have to say that to him. Great gravy.
Great gravy. He's like,
You start shaking him violently.
great gravy. I get kicked out. Oh, I got this again.
No, they're gonna think you're mentally not well if you shake him and say "great gravy."
Hey, that
You're
makes
like,
2 of us.
Oh, there you go.
King.
Like, well,
Oh, wait a minute. But I may say I do like the fact that we're back in our positions.
yes, yeah. Whenever I thought about it, I was like, that was weird being over there.
It was you were just a little too close. Kidding. I didn't like turning around and making
Eye contact every time.
right eye
Yeah,
contact with you. Felt
very intimate.
felt too close. I
No,
was scared for a second what was gonna happen.
yeah, I like having a broader view of
Very broad.
things.
Isn't that like a hot dog? Broad.
Bratwurst
Oh.
is a hot dog, and that's like BRAU
Oh,
type,
my bad.
not broad.
Yeah, man. God damn it
Got
all.
that shit from me, bro.
It is
So,
nice. It is
yes.
nice being back. In our,
Although it was fun last episode.
it was fun. It was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't even need a topic.
Nope. We, once again only talked about the topic for maybe 10 minutes. And then it was like, chaos.
Yeah.
the whole rest of the time, which is very apropos for our friend group.
It was very hard to edit, man, I say.
Oh, I bet.
It was very hard to edit because we were all talking at the same time at one point. And I was like, I don't know if I should raise this volume, but then they're gonna be loud. It was just a lot.
You're just like, what do I do?
And I just let it slide.
And you're just like, they'll understand. It adds to the effect.
It adds to you're there.
Yes.
You don't know what's going on. It's hard to hear,
It's
and
just
you're
like,
confused.
yeah,
And that's it.
that is how our friend group is at times.
That's the day in our
yeah.
lives.
Yeah, accurate representation.
This is so cute. I keep looking down at it. It's so adorable. I like the color.
Yes.
They really knew.
Yep.
They really knew. And I'll show it off to Ian. I'll go,
Yeah.
look at this fucker. Hey, look at this dumbass.
No,
Calling.
she offered to make them, and I was like, if you want to, we would love that. And I was like, you would especially
I
love that.
it.
And she's texting at some point. She's like, I'm a little worried. Like, not worried necessarily, but I was like, no. You could honestly give her just the beads. She'd be like, oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
I would have loved the beads too.
Yeah,
I would have been
you'd
like,
be
woo!
like,
You can make something with this.
Yes, like, I got this, so.
Beads. Beads.
Sorry, I was listening to the airplane just going.
Yeah. We got airplanes, what can I say?
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
One is crashing right now. On episode 11! Oh no!
Whoa.
Whoa, take a pause there, take a pause.
Yeah.
But when this episode comes out, oh my god, we're already gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sick. That makes me so sick. That is sick and twisted! Sick and twisted! Oh, I literally...
That's less than 48 hours.
Oh, no!
We're-
God, I will throw up!
God,
I will throw up!
Yeah, less than 48 hours will be
I will
where we're
throw up.
supposed to be.
Like I'm not joking with you, I'll vomit. Like, there
You're
will
like,
be vomit coming out.
Yeah, warning, guys. Warning.
Little
It's less
one.
than 48 hours. It's less than 48 hours. It's less than 48 hours.
That's scary.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a horror sci-fi movie
Yeah.
instead. Like, that's what I just got reminded of.
Yeah, but when this comes out, I'm gonna be post concert depression. And it's gonna be so sad.
Yeah. I'd be like,
But I've been skipping because these bitches on TikTok got me fucked up posting concert clips. And I've been skipping them, but from what I'm seeing, shit is looking badass. And I can't wait.
that was quite the little lilt you added.
I know.
So wait. You went, can't wait.
What can I say? Can you tell I've been practicing my vocal exercises?
Your
Not
whole
at all.
cocks.
No.
You did kind of slur it together, but I knew what you meant. They all kind of ran together.
I have
But
not.
no, not at all. It's not like you're, adding random.
Random little.
Yeah, just little.
I've been
Yeah.
wanting to get into choir again.
That'd be
Not
cool.
choir. That's saying I'm gonna go
Yeah.
join.
But singing.
Singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vocals.
Yeah,
Again.
I want to get back into that.
Ain't that the same thing?
No, bitch, because choir is with a group, vocal exercises, and just practicing my singing is by myself.
I should have brought glasses for this episode to really emulate
Oh,
the
no.
nerd.
I tried to dress up kind of nerdy, and then I was like, nah,
I
I'm just
didn't.
gonna dress up like this.
And I honestly did it. I was like, it's like 100 degrees outside.
It is hot.
I was like, and I had classes today. I was like, no,
Balls
I'm
hot.
not. And a lot of my clothes I'm trying to keep clean for this weekend. So I'm like
So that
very selective on what I'm wearing. Like the next couple days, I'm like, no, I want to wear that there. So no,
Wanna
can't
wear
do
this
that.
there. I want to
So-
do that, and this and that, and that, and that, and this and that,
Exactly.
that, this and that.
No. I was gonna say that because when we were talking about choir stuff, I was like, that comes from the Greek word and Greek plays, of course, and stuff. So I was like, I need to emulate my nerdiness, but then I was like, I don't have glasses.
I can just put some on right now. It would be great
Take
with
the
the glasses.
gooses.
Oh,
Glasses.
Oh yeah, yours does have. Yeah. You just ripped it off. Be like, these are mine now. I need them.
That feels evil.
Yeah. They're just so innocent.
They're very innocent and pure beings.
They are.
They're our watchers.
They're cute.
They are
They committed
cute.
mass genocide.
No.
They actually orchestrated the
They're
attacks
not
on 9/11.
Canadian geese. So, I think they're okay. They're
What are
not.
you trying to say? Are Canadians evil?
The Canadian geese are,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
It takes all of the lack of evil in Canada and puts it all into the geese.
No, Canada's
They
evil.
They channel all of their evil energy straight into the geese. And
They're
they
mooses.
send them off to the world being like, there you go.
Fuck with
That's,
us.
yeah. Yes.
What about mooses?
They're majestic.
They're scary.
They are scary, but they're majestic.
Very majestic.
Why
And
not?
very
But
massive.
back the fuck up.
Yeah, very massive. But we have those here. So,
Some mooses.
yeah, not
Moose eyes.
where we are necessarily. But if you just go
A moose runs
to
into
the west
someone.
of us or up north more,
Moose
There's
eyes.
meese.
Meesers.
Meesers.
Meese and Moose and Mickey Mouse.
What are we, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Dude, that show was
The
fire.
Mousetool.
That show was fire.
Yeah, it was. I remember watching it every morning before school.
It was good. It made me happy. I would watch it and I would think I was too old to watch it, but I think I was the perfect age.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought because I like understood it all, and I was like,
So you were just ahead of the game.
I was ahead of the game.
I felt so smart whenever I was rewatching it. Because for some reason I got bored at like 3 in the morning and started watching it. I was like, dumbass!
How dare you not get this?
It's right there!
Oh, God,
You
no.
don't need it.
That's like, I had just mentioned the hot dog song to my dad, and he's like, "What are you on about?" And I'm like, "From Mickey Mouse Clubhouse."
Oh, hot dog,
hot dog, yep. Yep, that
Why
one.
is hot dogs like appearing a lot this episode?
We nerd.
I don't know.
Oh, what's going on in here? I don't like it here.
I like the vibe that's been created, the hot dog vibe.
I don't like the hot dog vibe that's been created.
No.
It's scaring me. I'm scared. I'm scared. Hold me scared.
Shaking in your boots? Yes, quivering. You can't stop.
Walking, running, panicking.
I just like the screaming, crying, throwing up.
It's a SpongeBob quote.
I figured. I figured.
It's a SpongeBob quote. What can I say?
Can't have an episode without one.
We need one every day. And I need to turn this on every single episode in the middle of it.
Just partway through. I turned mine on like a couple minutes before we started, but then it immediately dimmed down.
Oh.
And I was like, don't die on me, please.
Mine
like, they're like,
immediately died.
Please.
Dinner's
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
But we can't. I don't even know how to get a battery for this.
No, are they the little annoying ones?
The
Yeah.
disc.
I hate those ones. It's like, just use the AAA, AA. Please.
Use a car battery.
That's crazy.
That's a bright ass fucking light.
Yeah. That is insane.
That would be bright.
Blind everybody. Have you seen like the very high voltage flashlights that are like
I have like fans to cool them down.
basically, yeah, it's like they're insane.
Jeez, no.
It's like whoa.
I
That like what sort of night apocalypse are you preparing for?
Imagine
imagine having that in your room.
Oh my gosh, just there.
It would be like some like tech YouTuber that buys like the most random shit. It
Yeah,
would be like, look at this new flashlight I got.
pretty much.
It's like pretty much light up an entire forest.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we need that much light.
No.
We do not need that much light. We should not be able to see.
I
Period.
remember,
Crazy sentence.
I remember watching
We're just are
Markiplier's
not allowed to.
video.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. That is where my brain went. Markiplier. Has one.
Markiplier's.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And it's like, fair enough. Although, man, we're getting ready to have like a couple different videos.
Yeah.
So, because you've got yours and I've got mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're
We'll see who comes out first.
I would hope yours, since yours has like quite a few days advantage
Yeah,
from
but
mine. That's true. You're busy, I guess.
I'm gonna be busy, and I'm also gonna be sad.
Oh, that's yeah. But maybe doing that will help you cope with it.
You know what? Thank you.
I guess we'll just find out.
We'll just find out.
Yeah.
I feel like yours is gonna take a while. Mine is just like putting clips together.
Yeah. Mine is I have to explain more. Type up type of things.
But that's for a later date.
What are you
You
guys
don't
talking
need
about?
to worry about.
Yes, it's a secret.
It's a secret. It's a deadly secret.
What theme are you doing? You like combined like 15 themes in one. That was crazy.
I don't know. No, I can't remember. I can't remember where that's from. Sorry, my blanket's
It will,
falling.
no.
You're like awkwardly shifting.
I'm
It's like, please.
me and my pet.
Yes, and then me and my bag full of secrets
Secrets and mysteries.
for this episode.
Secret.
That it was to add to the
Oh my
effect.
god! Secrets and mysteries for this episode, and then the
Light
ghost.
flickers. Yeah, that's crazy.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
and Halloween is. I'm scared. Halloween is coming.
Yes.
So we're shaking in our damn boots.
I will say we need to plan that out because technically we were supposed to be filming on then, but that's not gonna work. That is not for me. It's not gonna work.
For any of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm sure it won't work for you either, but I know for me it's not gonna work because Halloween day is crazy for me.
Mm.
So we'll need to like.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not that
We'll
worried.
decorate.
Yes,
It would be so cute if we decorated.
it would be. Don't count on it though. Do not hold us accountable to doing that because we are lazy and forgetful. So do not hold us accountable to that.
Never hold us accountable for anything.
Exactly.
You should be glad we're
Exactly.
here.
You should be glad we didn't forget to show up. So
And this is my house.
that's yeah.
That's true.
That is
Imagine I
true.
didn't show up.
You're just like, oh yeah, I'm out of town right now. I just went on a little adventure.
That is not the lyric, bro.
That's crazy.
I feel
love that for you.
tall.
I wonder why.
But it's like weird.
Yeah, your like knees aren't going downwards; they're actually up more.
Yeah, they're up more.
Yeah, I was like,
level.
yeah, used to them going
A little.
down. Yeah.
A little. That hurt. That hurt badly.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It just hurt a little. I'm a little in pain, and I forget my water bottle every time.
Every time you need it, you don't have it. Was that your shoe?
Yeah, that's actually
Okay.
rubbing against my chair.
You farted.
No, 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 no,
You farted.
no!
I don't even think that picked up.
Yeah, I don't
No.
know if it would have.
It was a small squeak.
Sweet.
A small squeak. Small swanker.
Squirt wad.
For Quad and Freak Bob.
The phone, baby.
Okay. That's insane.
Oh my god, I need to show you this
I'm already
TikTok
scared.
clip
I'm scared.
later.
Scared.
It's a
Terrifying.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared, baby girl. Don't be scared.
That's for next week. This one next week, actually.
What?
That's when my project.
Oh, don't be scared.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be saying that the whole time. No, I feel like I'll have a different catchphrase by then.
Yeah.
We'll always wonder what our catchphrase are. What?
Why did you look at me like I would know what you were just trying to say? You looked at me like, what? Like,
like you said it.
yeah. Like I was, yeah, exactly.
I was trying to say we'll never know know what my catchphrases are.
And instead you went, what? I'm like,
I don't know. I stumbled around and I went, oh.
and then you blamed me for it.
I'm so
like
sorry.
quickly locked the fuck in.
Yeah, you really did. You got like all serious in a split second. You're like doing like la da da, and then what? I was like,
I don't know what happens to me. I'm sorry.
that was crazy.
I break. I have moments of weakness.
It's okay, we all do.
Oh,
I don't know if we all break like that, but
there's gotta be someone that mentions my damn freak out there. There's gotta be one person that mentions my goddamn freak.
yes, there's what, like 8 billion people in the world?
Spoiler alert.
7 billion?
Spoiler alert.
For how many people are in the world? Spoilers.
Sorry.
Oh, why did you tell us that, dude? I was
I
gonna
didn't
watch
know.
that episode.
Now I need to recount.
Yes. That's when you start gaslighting yourself that you didn't hear it. And you're like, I didn't hear a thing, but then that makes you think of it the entire time.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
Yeah.
I kind of like it when I get spoiled. But
It depends. I spoiled myself on a book I'm reading for class that I'm genuinely enjoying, Dracula. I read Frankenstein, which was pretty good. Hated the movie. But that's just because it's like nothing like the book. And I understand it was more based off the plays. But still, they swapped names in the movie, and it's like, why?
I have no
Why
idea
did you swap the main character's name and the best friend's name with each other for literally no reason? Anyways, I digress. But I accidentally spoiled myself on Dracula, and I was like, oh, that's sad. I really wish I didn't see that. So, I was like, but I am really enjoying that one.
That's good.
But I think it might just be because I like vampires. So,
Word on my mother.
that might be partially why.
Vampires are cool.
Yeah, they are. I agree. I agree. Leave it at that.
And that's the end of the episode,
Yes.
guys.
That was beautiful.
And that was a short episode, but thanks so much for being here.
Bye-bye! What were you going to say, though? I have more I can mention, but it kind of ties into our main topic. So if you had any other anecdotes, spit them out now.
You think I remember what I was trying to say?
I wanted to make sure everyone knew I gave you the opportunity.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember what I was talking about.
Totally fine.
I don't know how we got to
Spoiling.
yeah.
I don't like it's just mine that keeps doing that.
Something's going up with you. But I like the fact that we pause and go
Yeah.
our eyes go
Yeah, you can see our eyes. I don't even know if they'll, but we see our eyes go. Like,
It's like a quick
exactly.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I know we were talking about getting spoiled and stuff. When I mentioned how I was spoiled on Dracula.
Spoiled it.
Accidentally.
I don't remember.
Spoiled it.
You'll think of it partway through the rest of this podcast.
Yeah, and then I'll go
Like, wait.
Spoiled
No,
it.
what happens when you
Spoiled
remember
it.
something is you go. Sorry.
Spoiled it.
Is you go, wait. That you like jump up in your seat. At least that's what I do. I'm like, wait. I remember. And then I need to like immediately remove it from my brain before I forget again. So it's like, I'm sorry.
Do you ever
Let me go.
remember and then forget it while you're telling?
Yes.
That's the most like heartbreaking.
Yeah, very
thing.
humbling experience that is.
Yeah, it's like I remember. No,
I did for 2 seconds, and then
it
I was
was
gone
there.
again.
It was there.
No.
Write it down. I wish my thoughts were recorded.
I don't wish mine were.
Well, like I thought, like my thoughts were recorded, but only I could see
Had
them.
access.
Yeah,
okay. That I can understand.
But like I wish they were like recorded so I can like see and remember
Yeah.
everything. I don't want to like see my memories, but I
Yeah.
I would like to remember my thoughts.
There's a movie for that, you know that? You will not believe that they already made a movie about that.
Shut the hell up. Continue.
Well, anyways, I was going since we were talking about like Frankenstein and stuff. I was instructed to get history drama stories ready. So that is, and I came prepared.
Very prepared. I said, hey, for the next episode, because I was watching a YouTube video, and they were talking about, like, the drama that happened in history. Like, can you believe she did that? She was married to who? Oh!
See, some of mine is just more interesting stories.
What? And I was like, I want to talk about that. I want to hear what our very nerdy individual that loves history so goddamn much.
It's not like I'm a history major or anything.
Freak.
No, not like that. It's not like I have a class literally in a museum or anything. So, nothing like that. And it's not like this bag is full of all my notes from everything either.
Crazy that she has a bag full of notes. But
yes,
our lovely history. I gave her the chance to speak.
Yes, I was finally allowed.
I gave her, because I was waiting. And I didn't give her creative freedom. I didn't say choose any history. I was like, just drama right now.
Yes.
Because if I had said choose any history, we would be here for hours. It would not be 1 hour. It'd be several hours.
4 hours.
4 hours? You believe you can get it all done in 4 hours?
I was more because you said 4 hours, so I was like 4 hours. You were like it'd go on 4 hours, and I was like 4 hours. Only reason I said that.
You were trying to be a little silly.
I was.
She was trying to be a gooby goober. So quick, gooby goober. We gotta get you the hat. I wear a hat.
I know the movie.
Oh, well, I don't know.
You asked me, I think, like, twice on the podcast alone if I've seen the movie. And both times I'm like, yes. Yes, I have.
It's a good movie. It's because I know you just never watched SpongeBob.
I did watch it, just not religiously like somebody else here. It was just casually when it was on. So most of the time I was playing with toys while it was on, so I wasn't really paying attention.
What am I supposed to say? That shit was fire. That shit was good, and it built me to who I am today.
Yes.
If I didn't watch SpongeBob growing up, who would I be?
I don't
Still
want
a
to know.
loser.
Oh.
We said two different things. Because I was like, I don't want to know. I'm okay with you like this.
Thank you.
So.
It would be a vicious creature.
Insane or dead.
I don't know but I feel like without SpongeBob you would be insane.
Or dead?
I feel like maybe with SpongeBob
You would.
you would be a little insane.
I'm
not speaking from experience or anything.
But I already.
I'm speaking from experience.
I do have SpongeBob, so what does that mean?
Let's go.
What the hell?
Anyways, guys. Well, I was gonna go. Do you know anything about Mary Shelley,
Who?
author of Frankenstein?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I just learned about this like a couple weeks ago, and of course, you know Edgar Allan Poe, Crazy Life. Hers is kind of similar.
Oh.
She had a crazy life, and it's
Oh.
like, what the heck? And I learned about this a bit in a lecture, and then it was crazy enough that I was like, I need to double check something. I'm looking stuff up, and then I find more crazy things about her, and I'm like, guys, oh my gosh.
Guys, listen.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It didn't come across my mind to even look up who wrote Frankenstein.
Yeah, no, Mary Shelley. So a female author.
There, a female author. I was surprised. I was like, whoa.
They did think it was her because she originally published it anonymously at first.
Yes.
And then people assumed it was her husband.
Oh.
And then they were like, it's not. It's not. But her husband was also a writer. He was a poet. A romantic poet. So don't get your hopes up too much on him. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to briefly go through her life.
Oh,
so you can just see the craziness that it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so she was born in 1797.
Okay.
So, very much getting ready to enter, like, the Victorian era, which is about when all this stuff happens. Her mom was actually Mary Wollstonecraft, and she was a radical thinker. So she did her own writings and stuff in a very like proto-feminist type of stuff, which for that time is crazy. But 10 days after Mary was born, she died.
Oh!
So she didn't know her mom. And then her dad married the next door neighbor.
Oh!
So, already starting crazy. Also, her mom had an illegitimate child before getting with Mary's dad. So, keep in mind, yeah, so Mary has an older half-sister named, do I have where her name is? I might not. But anyways, and then later, the dad and the neighbor had another daughter named Claire Claremont.
Just daughters.
Yeah. You like the name Claire Claremont?
Crazy ass name.
And to be fair,
they were
that's
thinking not
there's
that
like
hard.
other, I don't know if it's like a middle name or that's her middle name, but that's what they called her, was Claire Claremont. So they actively chose that to refer to her as that. And I'm like, that's insane. Okay, so now for where Percy, her husband, Mary's husband, gets involved. Okay.
Oh, great.
So yeah, they met in 1812. So she would have been 15.
Oh! Yeah.
He was like 20.
Sounds like
but
the average.
yeah, but he was actually there to visit her dad and talk to him about stuff
Oh.
with his wife. With Percy brought his wife.
Oh no! He brought his wife and then he. Whoa!
Yeah.
I would be pissed if I was the wife.
This is where I had looked stuff up before then, because I guess, yeah, they had gotten together. Him and his wife had gotten together. And they actually lived together with, like, her sister. And then they brought in another female school teacher who he was friends with. And they all lived, he lived in a house full of just girls. And it's like, okay. Interesting, choice, I guess. And then, yeah, then him and his wife went to Mary's dad's house. And then, yeah, then they were like, okay. They didn't really do anything then yet, thankfully. But a couple years later, they renew their acquaintance. And that's when they started hooking up.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yay.
But they met at the cemetery where her mom was buried. And there's a decent amount of theories that she probably lost her virginity in front of her mom's grave.
That's only game theory.
And this is all when she's like 17.
Oh.
So we're not even that far in her life.
She's living a life.
I know. It's crazy.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they didn't think anybody would look for them there together. But yeah.
Why did she choose that place for her? Why mother? Does she want to be like, Mom, look at me get it?
Yeah. I don't know.
And go, Mom.
like love that. No.
I don't think your mother would like that.
Yeah, it was.
That's
It
crazy.
was something. And then, okay. So then, that year, they left for France. Mary and Percy left for France, leaving the wife behind,
Crazy.
who was pregnant at the time.
Oh, God.
And they also took Mary's other sister, Claire, with them.
Okay.
So it is the three of them who went to France.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, then Mary got pregnant, but then gave birth prematurely, which, like, tore her up. And then it didn't help that Percy's wife had just given birth to a son, so he was really happy about that. And then there she was, like, struggling with stuff, so it was... No, and especially because they're also pretty sure that he was also having another affair with Mary's sister.
Oh.
So...
This guy needs to be locked up in horny jail. This man is horned up.
He really is.
He's a freak, and not in the good terms.
Freakazoid.
No, yeah, not great.
No.
Not great. So then they left to Geneva, and then that's where they met John Polidori and Lord Byron, which is Lord Byron, very famous poet. John Polidori isn't as famous, but he's also a writer. I just read one of his stories about like a vampire. But this is infamously where she created Frankenstein. Was
Oh.
because they're in more of a castle type of setting, and it was storming constantly. And so at one point, Lord Byron was like, "You know what we should do, guys? We should each make a scary story." And so they're like, "Okay." And so Mary had like thought about like their previous conversations about like experiments and electricity and stuff. And so that got her thinking. And originally, Frankenstein was just going to be a short story, and then she's like, "There's too much. I'm making it a novel." So she started writing it then. She was like 18, and she was already writing
Oh, Jesus.
Frankenstein. So, and then after they returned to England, well, also Lord Byron and Claire, the sister, had gotten together, and she got pregnant. But once again, I'm pretty sure he was married. Lord Byron was.
Why is everyone getting
So,
pregnant so quickly?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know.
What kind of semen they got back then?
Some very potent ones. So that comes into play later, where they like have to figure out how to help take care of like this baby and whatever. But anyway, so they return to England, and when they do, Mary's older half sister, you know, the one that her mom
Yeah.
had a legitimate, killed herself.
Oh!
Percy's wife, who was pregnant from another man, killed herself. And then immediately Percy and Mary got married. So, and they tried to get custody of his children, and the court was like, no. So, I told you, you wanted drama. I brought drama.
What the fuck is going on back then?
No.
Also, that's crazy. I didn't think there was like court back then.
Yeah, there was. No, so yeah. And then Mary actually completed Frankenstein while pregnant with her third kid, like the first one having died prematurely, and then they did have a second one.
Wow.
And then so she completed it very heavily pregnant in 1817 is when she completed it, but I don't think it got published till 1818. And they published it anonymously, like I said earlier, because a lot of people didn't like it when women would publish stuff, so they're like, okay. And they assumed it was Percy because he actually wrote like the foreword or whatever, like, you know, the thing in the beginning, just like a kind of explanation type of thing. Yeah, he did write that, and like I said, he was a poet. Not very popular at the time. It was only till later where people were like, yeah, his poems actually weren't bad. At the time, he was not the most popular.
He was not spitting fire.
No, not to them. So, but then just 4 years later, Percy died on a boating accident after he went into self-exile.
What?
Yeah, he self-exiled himself.
Yeah! Thank God they put that bitch on a boat. Left him out to sea.
But then...
Man was getting everyone pregnant.
Yeah. I need to double check this, but I'm pretty sure it said that Mary ended up keeping his calcified heart after he died in like a jar.
Oh, she's so sweet and nice.
She is the one who made Frankenstein. Let's be clear here. She did make a horror gothic story. So, yeah. So then both of her children. Okay, yeah. So she had, I think, 4 kids in total. The first one died prematurely, then she had 2, and then she had another one later. 2 of them died, or like both in 1818, due to typhus. So only one of her kids ever survived.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, right?
Do you think there's like a legacy now?
I think he did do stuff. I think he did.
Do you think there's someone still alive with their bloodline?
Wouldn't surprise me. And perhaps even the last name because it was a boy. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, so.
Someone could be related to
Mary Shelley.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you've got a very interesting family history if you are related.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry. Like, it's like, I don't know what to do. So, yeah, it was very, very interesting. Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, your life was insane. Why are so much gothic literature writers have just absolutely crazy lives? Because, like I said, Edgar Allan Poe does too. He has like so many of his family died of tuberculosis. Like, I think at least 3 women he cared deeply for all died from it. And then he'd be found randomly on the street. And it's like,
Man was
You?
living a tragic life.
he was. He really was. He had a very sad life. So it's like, yeah.
Poor fella.
And especially his, it's still disgusting with how he married his cousin
Oh yeah.
when she was pretty young. But he did genuinely love her. So, as like a wife, he did genuinely love her. So, yeah, it's like, yeah, so that's why her death, like, really did tear him up. So, it's like,
You know, I'll excuse it only because fuck back then, anything flew.
yeah, well, even in Frankenstein the story, the main guy, Victor, okay, so there's Victor, and then Elizabeth is the main girl.
Mm.
They are technically cousins, but her mom died at a fairly young age, so Victor's parents took her in. So they're raised more siblings, but under the understanding that they're going to get married later in life, that they are already betrothed to each other.
Okay.
So it's like, but they are biologically cousins and did grow up more siblings. So it was like, okay.
You know,
Anyways,
fucking ball it.
yeah.
Go for it.
No, it wasn't only until like decently recently until we're like, you can't marry your cousin. It's like, you can't do
We
that.
gotta stop marrying our cousin.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 3rd cousin and beyond. You're okay because you're not biologic that much. Not more so than you would be with like a random person on the street, you know. But I know 2nd cousins are out of the question. And like I said, it's either at 3rd cousin or after 3rd cousin when you're like. And there's also the removed stuff, but that hurts my head whenever I process it.
Idiot.
It got spooky in here.
Yeah, you just wanted it to fit the theme.
Yeah. Wanted it to get even spookier.
So yeah, it was.
Is that the rest of her life, or is there more?
I think she lived to be decently. That's just like the main.
Did she write any other stories?
She did, but none of them ever got popular like Frankenstein did.
Damn.
So yeah,
Do we still read them today?
I don't even know like the names of them if that says anything. I have no idea what they are. They are not. Yeah.
She
Not.
spit fire on one.
Yeah, and then they're like,
And
okay,
no more.
we're good. Like, that's fine. She did get to watch the play. The play version
Oh.
for it, so, because,
That's nice.
yeah, so it was published anonymously, then the play came out based off it, which renewed the interest, and that's when they're like, it was her. So she made a revised 1831 version of it. I read the 1818 version, the original version, not the revised, but I think most stuff is based on the revised. I don't know. But either way, so she thought, I think she had mixed feelings about the play.
Oh.
She was like, the actor who played Frankenstein was great. She's like, he did a fantastic job. She's like, the story and everything else was kind of like, that's not. Well, like I said, okay, let me explain. I haven't seen the plays, but I have seen the movie, both Frankenstein, which came out in 1931, 1933, 31, 33, early 1930s. And then I watched Bride of Frankenstein, which is like 1935.
Okay.
So, first off, let's establish the fact with the name thing I mentioned earlier. Victor Frankenstein, that's the main character in the book. His best friend is Henry Clerval.
Yes.
In the movie, it's Henry Frankenstein, and his best friend is Victor. It's like, what is the point of that? Why? You just made it confusing to anybody who's read the book. Because he had the whole first, like, 10 minutes, I was like, who's who? I was like, it's saying Victor is there, but Victor should be in the lab working. Like, why, what? I was so confused. And then we looked up the cast, and it was like, oh, they swapped the names. why? They also interjected other characters, and I understand adaptations have to like work around the fact that the format is completely different. I understand that. The name serves no purpose in changing. So that was when I was like, guys, you just made it so confusing. But in the book, both Victor and the monster, you're given like both sides of the story. So there's no real villain because you're kind of like, I understand what you're saying and I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, in the movie, they made them both just bad. You get no reasoning on either of them. The monster is just violent all the time, and it's like, that was not him in the book. In the book, he was actually very nice most of the time, and he had actually been observing like a family in a cottage because he was trying to learn how to speak, so he'd stay out there and watch them just to kind of figure out what they were doing, and that's how he learned to speak. And he had been taking food from them at night because he didn't have food, and then he found out they were poor, and so he stopped stealing from them, and then he actually helped them get wood. Like at night, he would go and cut down wood and put it in front of their yard and stuff.
Cute.
So yeah, right? No, he was so nice. So, and then of course when he talked to the dad, who was a blind man, no issues. But then the others came running and immediately ran him out and like was shooting at him and stuff. And it's like, that's depressing. So then he started to hate humanity and hate his existence. He already hated his existence, but he started to hate humanity after that, and was like, he's like, how dare my creator make me like this? You know, very much unhappy with Victor. But then he was out there in the woods, and then he heard like the fast footsteps, so he hid, and this little girl was running, like running from somebody else, like a dad or brother or something. But then she fell in the river.
Oh.
And he, still hating humanity, jumped in and saved her and like tried to resuscitate her. I don't think it ever worked out, but he was trying. But then the guy came and saw him and shot at him again. So it's like anytime he tries to be nice, somebody shoots at him. And it's like, oh my gosh, this dude cannot get a break.
We stop shooting at him.
Yeah, exactly. But in the movie, when he encounters a little girl, he picks her up and chucks her into the river himself.
Oh.
And it's like, guys, what? And then he just walks away. It's like, what happened? How did you get from point A to point B? What the heck? So, yeah. And then Frankenstein, the monster, does kill some people, but it's only in retaliation to Victor. So, because he only had one request for Victor, and that was to make him a bride. So that's where Bride of Frankenstein comes from, is that fact. And Victor was like, finally was like, okay, fine, I will. And then later, here is spoilers, I will say, it is also, the book is over 200 years old. But I will say still spoilers. So the monster appears in like the lab as Victor is finally finishing up it, and then Victor sees him, and then he kind of just ruins the whole creation. Gets rid of everything. And he's like, no, I can't do this, right in front of the monster. And he's like, are you kidding me? He's like,
bro.
He's like, I asked you to do one thing, and fairly reasonable thing. And he's like, okay. But you understand Victor, because he didn't want there to be more monsters around to wreak havoc. Because this was already after the monster killed one person, but it's still in retaliation to Victor. So, yeah, I told you. It's insane.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so that's what Mary Shelley wrote.
She had a lot going on. Huh?
She did. She very much did. But you can see her disdain towards, like, creation and stuff. So, since she obviously did not have a great experience with, like, pregnancies and birth, since her mom died, Percy's wife died, like, committed suicide while pregnant. And then she had multiple kids die. Yeah. And then her sister being pregnant by Lord Byron, it's like, yeah. So
She's like, fuck it all.
Yeah, like,
Fuck this.
yeah, I'm gonna show how terrible it like creation is in
Wow.
this way. So yeah,
Well, that was crazy. She's a crazy woman.
no, I do recommend Frankenstein if you're interested in that type of stuff. It was good. I did enjoy, even though, like I said, I enjoying Dracula better.
Mm.
Frankenstein was still good. Just don't watch the movie unless you want to be completely appalled.
Isn't
By the
there like a
difference.
symptom? Sorry. Isn't there a symptom that was like created because of
What did I do?
you like Joan? Wasn't there a symptom created based off the book of Dracula where it's like you start eating bugs or something?
That is a part of it because there's like 5 different main characters happening. Or okay, 5 characters you get the point of view from, and then you've got another main character, Van Helsing,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
epic.
No.
He's so epic. Like that deserves a whole episode in his own right because I feel so bad for that dude. He tries so hard to help everyone, and everyone else keeps messing stuff up because they don't think. Like, okay, I've a little snippet. So one of the girls has been being fed on by Dracula, right? But nobody knows except for him, and he hasn't told anybody because he doesn't want to scare them. So he's trying to fix it and giving her like blood transfusions and stuff, right? And so it gets to the point where he brings in garlic, and he's like puts it around her neck, and they call it flowers. And so puts it around her neck, puts it around the room, and he shuts like the window and locks it. And it's like, whatever you do not remove the garlic. Do not open the window. He's like, this is to help. This is to help you. And so they leave, him and the other doctor leave, and they come back the next morning, and they run into her mom, who has like a heart condition, so any shock will kill her, which is why they haven't exactly told her a lot of it. So they were like, yeah, how is she? And the mom was like, she's doing like really good, like so much better than she has been. And Van Helsing is like, okay, cool, my treatment, it's working really well. And the mom's like, I think I have a part in this. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I went in there this morning, and it was like so stuffy and so stale, and the smell was crazy. So I opened up the window and got rid of the garlic. And Van Helsing tried so hard to be polite. He was like, oh, okay. It's like, dude. And that happens multiple times throughout the book. And it's like, guys, listen to it. He's not even asking you to do anything difficult.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it was like, but anyways, back to the bug thing. The other doctor in it, Seward, John Seward, but they call him Jack Seward. Either way, Dr. Seward. Yeah, he is like the superintendent at a insane asylum, basically. And
Yes.
yeah, one of his patients does that. He thinks he can
Feed off their
the
life.
life source. Yeah, so he gets a lot of spiders. Sounds oddly like a children's book. A certain children's book. He gets all the spiders. He feeds them to. He gets all the flies. He feeds them to spiders. Then he gets all the spiders and feeds them to birds. And then his plan is to feed the birds to the cat, and then keep working his way up, and then consume it. So like a cumulative.
Yeah.
But then they deny him the cat, so then he just ate the birds raw. And they were like.
He said, fuck it!
Yeah, exactly. And then later he tries to attack Dr. Seward with a knife and like cuts his wrist or something. And then they finally are able to go to apprehend him, and he's licking the blood up off the floor. And they're like, okay.
But Dracula told him that, like, it was like, keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep doing that.
He very much idolized Dracula. Yeah. Where I'm at, you haven't really seen their actual interactions yet, but you can tell he's very much for Dracula and wants to like emulate it and stuff, and it's like, guys.
But I know there's like a disease,
Mhm.
like a mental something, and I don't remember the name of it, but I know it's based off of that.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I also do not know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. I wonder if it has to do with the character's name, who I can't remember. It starts with an R.
I think it has to do with the character.
Yeah,
name.
like Reinhardt or something. Something like that.
Something. We'll look it up later.
Yes.
I won't put it on screen. I will. Maybe.
It's like, if
If
think
I
about
have
it.
time.
it's
If
yeah,
I want
if
to.
it crosses my mind.
If I do.
It's like, it's a surprise. Oh my gosh. No, so yeah. Very interesting stuff I'm reading right now.
Fun.
Yeah, it's something. Very much something. And I'm just like, I don't know, I can't tell you about the life of Bram Stoker other than he's Irish. Only thing I know about the man. So, I'm just saying. So don't ask me about his life.
That's all we need
I
to
know.
know. That's all I need to
That
know.
he's Irish.
Yep, that's all. I love that. That's
There is
it.
a Texan man in the book.
Wow.
Who's actually really like cool. He's really sweet.
Oh.
So, because the one girl who was like getting fed on, she had 3 people propose to her in one day.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. So,
That's too much.
yeah, the first one was the other doctor. She felt very bad about denying, and she like even started crying. He was like, "Oh my gosh, no, you're okay." He's like, it's your feelings. Like, I understand. He's like, I do love you, but don't cry because he's like, it's okay. I hope you find somebody you love. And then the second one,
That's
the
so
Texas,
sweet.
yeah, he's cool too. He's probably my second favorite character aside from Van Helsing. He's really cool. And then the other one I haven't seen as much of, but he also was very romantic about his proposal. And then when she declined him, he was like, I respect it. Whoever man does get to marry you, super lucky. Super lucky. He's like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to find a woman like you again, but I'm very happy for you that there is someone you love.
That's so nice.
Yeah, they're both like so sweet. And the fact that both of them gave her their blood for the blood transfusions, both of them did.
Aw.
And so did, and even the one she ended up, I don't think they actually ever got married, but ended up being courting, was also really nice. And he also gave her blood. It's like,
Wow.
how does this
So all
lady-
the men in the store seem very nice.
They are.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Not compared to the other story.
No. Well, even that, the story was okay with the men. It was the real life counterpart.
The real life. Yeah, that's.
Percy Shelley.
We need to trust in the Irish more often.
Yeah, I love that.
Top of the morning to you, lads.
Yes,
All.
exactly. No.
We need more Jacksepticeye's. More Jacksepticeye's. More
Yeah.
Sean's.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
Sean.
Yes, exactly. So no, it was like, yeah, all of them are so sweet, and even the other guy, the first main guy, Jonathan Harker, he's even really cool to his wife, and like she was so happy when they got married. It's so cute because it's written in like letter diary format, so it's only letters, diaries, telegrams, other journals, newspaper stuff. That's all it is. So you really get to see their thoughts. And like when she was sending the letter to her friend about being married, she kept saying husband over and over again. She was like, I can't get over it. She was like, I just want to keep saying it. So she used like every sentence with him. It's like, that's so cute.
That
though.
is adorable.
So,
That's adorable.
and they're both so sweet to each other. And it's like, oh my god.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Relieving.
Exactly, because the first guy is the first one who encountered Dracula, and then he got like brain fever after that. And so while he was recovering, she was like very much there for him, and she was always scared he'd have like another shock or something that would make him go back. So she figured out all the train times so that if he ever needed her quickly, she knew which one to go to. And it's and then Van Helsing, who's also like a sweetheart to all of the characters. He's the biggest sweetheart. He's like an older man, a huge sweetheart to all of them. When he found out that that's why, because he was asking about like the time and stuff. He's like, wow, you really know your stuff. And she was like, oh yeah, it's this. And he was like, you are an amazing wife. He's like, there needs to be so much more women like you because you are amazing. He's like, you and the other girl, he was like you guys. And he calls like all the other male guy, like the male characters, he's like, you guys are like sons to me. Even if he's barely known them, he's like, I trust you. You are a good man. And it's like, guys, this is so sweet.
We're just Dracula, like the book, and we're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
Dracula's out there being evil, and we're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, like, cute.
yippee!
Yeah, and it's like, oh my gosh, no. Yeah, so I definitely recommend Dracula. Frankenstein, like I said, is good too, but I definitely recommend Dracula.
Sounds like a sweet little story.
It is, for the most part.
Oh.
To be fair, I am still only like a little over halfway through.
Oh.
So there's still a lot more, and I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh.
There is some changes that happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's going to mess with the dynamic a little of the
Oh,
group.
no.
But it's none of their fault.
Oh.
It's Dracula's fault.
Oh,
So,
Dracula.
which by the way,
Dracula.
well, you know how he's normally like, you think of Dracula, you think of like the pale face, the black slick back hair, very young, clean shaven, right? That's what most people think of Dracula. They do say he gets younger later on, so I think that it stems more from that. But in the beginning, he's like, yeah, he has this big white bushy mustache and big white bushy eyebrows, and I'm like,
He's an old man.
yeah, it's like, mustache? When did Dracula get a mustache? He's also a yapper.
Oh.
He talks a lot in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Dracula
He
yaps?
does. He really does. It's so funny. When I was reading, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, he's a yapper. He's not shutting up.
Oh, someone get this guy.
Yeah, it was very funny. But no, so now you got drama in history a little bit, and then literature. Drama in literature. So if you were like, oh, I don't want to read like those 1800 stories, like why would I want to read something from the 19th century? That's boring. And like, trust me, it's not. If you want drama,
There's still people
There's
like us with a bit more,
yeah,
more condition, but a bit less thinking
Yeah.
going on.
yeah. No, so it's like, yeah, if you want good drama, both those stories.
They were dramatic.
Yeah.
They were dramatic.
And like, keep in mind, I omitted a lot of what happens in both of them. So it's like, even though I said a lot, there's a lot more.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's like,
I'm not ready for this. Are
No.
you ready for this?
there's also free audiobooks on YouTube as well if you don't want to physically read. Let's get it.
Anyway.
I know we were talking about like insanity and stuff, but like,
What's
Okay,
going
I
on?
guess.
What's going on right there?
but no, there are YouTube audiobook versions.
I might listen to them.
You should. I'll send you the ones I listen to because like the reader does a good job.
Oh, I love a good, passionate reader.
Well, yeah, because the first one, there's actually two, a female one and a male one, so they'll go back and forth through it. And so that's cool. And the other one just does really good. His Van Helsing impression is amazing because he's a Dutch, so he's
Oh.
like he has a Dutch accent. And it's like that is so great.
My favorite thing for audiobooks is when they don't really like take on like a new like voice. It's kind of like a new inflection.
Yeah, that's
like, their
exactly
tone.
how both of these are.
It's like it's
Yeah.
not like they're like deep in their voice or do
No.
something. It's like there is a
Yeah,
certain
I'll show
tone.
you after this. I'll show you like a little bit of both, so you can see what I mean. Of course, I listened to them on like 1.5, speed it up because I had to get these done for class. So, but they're good normally too.
I just finished
So.
my audiobook for at work today, so
There you go. Yeah, and these are free on YouTube. So
yay!
I don't even think they. I can't remember. I don't think they either of them really have ads, and if they do, it's like in between chapters, so it doesn't like interrupt anything.
Yay!
I could be. Don't fully count me on that. I don't
Oh.
think Dracula has any.
I'm counting on you.
Count Dracula?
Cereal?
Yeah. That's Count Chocula. But yeah. I just wore a shirt the other day that's a Count Chocula shirt. So only reason I actually knew that right off the bat is because I just found that shirt again. So, but yeah, there's, like I said, I'll show you a little snippet afterwards. I definitely recommend.
But yeah, those are my favorites. It's because I feel like when they do a whole voice for them,
No, I
it
agree.
gets confusing or like it's
Mhm.
just too.
Yeah, I don't like the ones that have like groups of people doing
Yeah.
stuff. That's too much. The Frankenstein one where it goes with like the male female, it doesn't happen very often because it's mainly Victor or the monster speaking.
Mm.
Elizabeth only speaks a couple of times, and it's still more just to differentiate the gender speaking,
Yeah.
So it's not like a completely different person constantly.
Mhm.
So, no, I haven't recommend it. But yeah, so I hope, are you okay with the drama I brought today?
I love the drama you brought today. It's so interesting. I bet there's way more like, what was I saying?
Drama.
Oh, I know there's a lot more drama in
Yes,
history.
there are. Yeah,
They didn't have phones.
No,
back
I've
then,
got
so-
a lot more listed down, and that's why I brought that, because I didn't know how much I'd get through today. But I was like, I'm gonna start with the more
recent in your mind.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that I knew would be able to be a better long story instead of just jumping between different ones. But I do have other ones, so we can do this more often.
I do. I like this.
So-
I like sitting. Maybe I don't know. We'll do it more often because I
Yeah.
did like sitting and just listening.
Yeah,
I was the audience for a second.
yes.
I was just
I always
sitting
swap
listening.
roles because normally you're telling stories and I'm just interjecting with thoughts. But no, yeah, the roles have been reversed.
It was in reverse.
So no,
It was
I
nice. And
enjoy talking about this stuff.
the spooky season is coming. I'm
Yes.
thinking we'll bring more spooky stories.
Yes.
I remember in an episode we were talking about how we're just gonna say spooky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember specifically what we said,
No.
but I remember we were like, "Let's tell a spooky story or something."
Yeah,
It was-
well, I think maybe one of these days, like, we could tell, like, our own paranormal experiences.
oh,
So that one might be more apropos for coming up sooner than not. So,
what the heck,
So, because we
Yeah.
both have supernatural experiences, paranormal
Very
experiences.
different
Yeah,
ones.
very different.
but still
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess.
So, but anyways, yes.
Lovely. I love
Yes.
your history time.
Thank you. I'm glad. It kind of turned more into literature time as well. But it's historic literature.
Yeah.
So, I've also got short stories I can send you that you might be intrigued
I
by.
would love to. I've been a very big kick on reading and everything recently, and history
Mhm.
in my own fun way. Not most history. I'll not
You got
get
your
into.
own little bit. You would like some of my other notebooks in there.
I might. There's certain parts of history that I am very fascinated about. I can be a nerd sometimes. Okay, don't get it
Yeah.
twisted. I can be a
Yes,
nerd
just
sometimes.
occasionally.
Only occasionally.
But you're just on the nerd kick right now.
I'm on the nerd kicks.
No.
That's just how it is.
Yes. So I'm totally obviously down to talk about this. I don't actually get that much opportunity to.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't care as much, so I'm just like,
I love listening.
it's just sitting in my brain. I think I've just been traumatized by that. I'm gonna be fully honest, by people not caring about it,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
as long as you can make it like an entertaining kind of like story, I'm
Mhm.
listening fully.
no, I try to.
I love
Like-
it. I love the way you told this.
I try to, because I understand, yeah, that sometimes it can be boring. That's why I focus on more crazy things that are like,
I like it.
did what?
I think like
So.
any like history can be told.
Yeah, for sure. I
Correct.
fully agree.
Being very entertaining, and I like the way
Fully
you tell
agree.
things.
Thank you. I about bracelet belt caught that in the back of my mind. I'm glad. I ramble, so I'm glad you enjoy my ramble
I
stories.
do like sitting and listening. I do sit and listen sometimes. Crazy enough, I
Yeah.
don't just talk all the time.
Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah, I don't talk all the time. I can sit and listen,
Yes.
but I'm usually the talker.
Yes, which is fine with me. I don't mind it. Like, everything I said, I don't mind listening. It's just sad when people don't listen to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I want to be talking constantly. I just like talking and being listened to. So, I had a grand old time.
My bad.
So, but anyways, we should probably wrap it through soon.
And you know how
So.
we wrap it up every time.
Yes. Music. I should have done something more in tune with this, but I wasn't sure which story I was going to talk about for sure. So I didn't really think about that.
I'm never
but
in tune with those
sometimes I try to be, but most of the time it fails. So, but okay, the first one where we are, the Lumineers. Yes. I feel like I just recommended a Lumineers song earlier, but it's like, they're great. So I will keep recommending them.
Period.
This one actually kind of fits. I didn't mean for it to. Homewrecker by, by Willow Avalon. I
Oh!
didn't actually think about that.
It fits.
Yes, it does. And then Weapons in My Pocket by Nico and Chelsea.
Yay!
I got it closer to the mic there, so you're gonna hear it loud and clear.
Yay!
My song
That's so
recommendation.
good with headphones in.
Yes.
I got Only Angel by Harry Styles.
Nice.
I've listened to all the Harry Styles albums. Adore them.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice, so peaceful. I was
For
playing
sure.
Fortnite while doing it,
I
so
love
it was
that.
crazy listening to like some peace and like nice music
It's
and
crazy
like
stuff. Battle Royale is happening.
going through a battle. New Drop by Don Toliver.
Don Toliver. Don Toliver.
No, Don Toliver. It's Don
That's
Toliver. Okay. Toliver. Don Toliver. Okay, it's Don
Two
Toliver.
livers.
Two Livers. And Good Gracious by Sabrina Carpenter. Because I listened to that album and that was my favorite one. I was like, damn, this shit is fire.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Number.
It was actually one that we kind of kept on track. Like, we weren't on track at first.
No.
Like, maybe the first, 25 minutes
But
or so. But then the rest was on track.
Hey, may I say the beginning is just for us to go.
Yeah, literally. It's just kind of for us to just chat and see where it takes us. But yes. Yeah, like you said, episode 11. Be ready for newer content coming up.
We hit the double digits now. New things are coming.
Yes.
We'll see you whenever we see you. Hey,
Exactly.
I may never see you again. Kidding. I'll come back for episode 12.
We just explode. Like all the videos you send me. They explode at the end, I swear. But anyways, bye!
Never ending recording.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna end this.